What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel for yet another tactic video. I have set GYRFM, my tactics guru, another challenge, and he has absolutely knocked it out of the park. Today's tactic is going to be styled on Chelsea's Champions League winning exploits, dominating with the 5 at the back with the 2 wing backs. You don't see it a lot in FM, but Gareth has absolutely cracked this tactic. Let's get into today's video. So then, guys, before we get into things, I couldn't bring you this video without Gareth or GYRFM. All of his links will be down in the description. His Twitter's there, his Twitch is there. He's streaming himself now, so please do make sure you go over and give him a follow, especially if you're going to give this tactic a go. And also down there will be the link to his Discord channel, where you can sort of preview what he's working on and how he is coming up with these immense tactics. So this tactic, I'm going to show you Chelsea last. We've done a couple of tests, and these are the unbelievable results that they've had so far. So starting things off with the worst one, you can see Inter Milan here. They only won the league and the Champions League. Oh, what a shame on them, hey. Managing to dominate the league and winning the Champions League with Inter is no mean feat. Absolutely battering Antonio Conte and what he's actually done there. Then we move over to Barcelona, so you know it works in Spain as well, despite being Barcelona. Barcelona are a mess right now. They managed to win the league, win the Champions League, so that's 2 Champions Leagues in 2 seasons with 2 different teams, as well as the leagues. Also, this gets a little bit more impressive as we move into team number 3. Team number 3 is Arsenal, and it has managed to pick up a very, very impressive treble. Not only have Arsenal somehow won the Premier League, they've won the Europa League and won the FA Cup. So that is 3 leagues out of 3 simulations, 3 European titles for whatever team they've been, and also a domestic trophy for Arsenal as well. I'm sure Arsenal fans would love that to be the case this season. And it wouldn't be a thorough test unless we tried it with a lower league team, so Gareth thought he'd have a little bit of fun with this one. I used to work at Bristol Rovers, so he tried it at Bristol Rovers, and as you can see, guys, despite not necessarily progressing very far in the cup competitions, you'd like to think that they've been knocked out by some pretty good teams. However, League One was decimated by this tactic, and Bristol Rovers, who actually were relegated this season, so you know it's a good one. Let's go back to the live section and talk about what happened with this Chelsea team. So then, guys, you've seen it work in other situations. This is what happened with Chelsea. Timo Werner, top goal scorer for the club with 25 goals. Highest average rating, Reece James. I love Reece James in Football Manager this year. He is sensational. 20 assists for Mason Mount. Best completion percentage was Thiago Silva. Most man of the matches, Reece James. And the yellow and red cards don't really matter. So as you can see, in terms of the Premier League, guys, 95-point season for Chelsea, winning the Premier League title, pipping Liverpool by 2 points. That top 3 all achieving over 90 points in itself is just ridiculous. And this tactic comes out on top of the tree. And as you can see, for pretty much all of the season, it's been top. Pretty much. There's been a couple of dips where it's got 2nd and down into 3rd and stuff like that, but for the majority of the season, it has been electric. In terms of the competitions, though, as you've seen, won the Premier League. It also won the Champions League, and this is why we had to save this one for last. They won the Champions League, and they won the Champions League against Man City. You couldn't write it. It's not quite what the scoreline was in real life, but it shows that this team is good enough to get there. It shows that this team is good enough to win it. And for me, it shows that Gareth has done the perfect replication of this tactic in Football Manager to be successful. Knocked out in the FA Cup by Leicester in the semi-finals, and knocked out by Leicester in terms of the Carabao Cup final. Did Leicester win both? They lost to Arsenal in the Carabao, and they won the FA Cup beating Bournemouth. So all in all, good season for Leicester. But also actually Leicester winning the FA Cup. It's like real life. Okay, fantastic stuff. So in terms of the schedule, as you can see, unbelievable start to the season. Absolutely steamrolling through teams left, right and centre. Lost to Leipzig in the Champions League, as they lost to Porto as well, both in the away games, interestingly enough. But absolutely dominating things everywhere else. Good results here. Absolutely paced in Spurs. Timo Werner doing bits. Unfortunately, for Chelsea fans, not doing bits in real life. Again, looking very solid defensively, attacking and defensive, looks very, very good, as you can see, going throughout the season. Unbelievable stuff. If we go into the team report and actually go into the analyst report, this is where interesting things come. So as you can see here, in terms of the comparison of the Premier League, very impressive high number of XG conceded per game, so it's a very good defensive tactic, and relatively average ratio of tackles. As you can see, goals per game compared to the Premier League average in this simulation were very high, same with the expected number of goals, and the goals conceded per game, 0.68. That is nothing, guys. Throughout the course of the season, that is absolutely nothing. In terms of goal scoring, if we go on, you can see very aggressive and very clinical, over 15-16 shots a game-ish, with around 14.5% conversion rate is absolutely staggering. More shots per game than the average, and we are more clinical than a lot of teams. You're more clinical than every other team in the Premier League with this tactic. In terms of conceding, this is where they're very good, only better by Liverpool by the looks of things, giving up 9% conversion rate for their opposition on just under 8 shots per game. It's a very good defensive tactic as well. Our defensive statistics are very interesting. We face fewer shots per game, concede fewer goals than would be expected. It's great going forward. It's great defending. This is a good tactic, guys. As you can see, formations used 5-2-3 wing back wide, and this is the shape. We will go into things and break things down fully in a second. Clear-cut chances for and against, plus 61, a chance created every 43 minutes, and a chance conceded every 95 minutes. So you only concede one real chance every other game, effectively, which is just absolutely ridiculous. As you can see, it's played all of the season. We've simulated the season. We've not played any games ourselves, neither myself or Gareth, and this is everything that we've come up against. So as you can see, in terms of clear-cut chances for and against, guys, this does not stack as I would want it to. That is annoying. Plus 20 in terms of clear-cut chances for and against the 4-2-3-1 wide, which in my opinion, you come up against more than any other tactic in this game. So you're talking about the tactic. What is the tactic? So this is what Gareth has put together. This is the tactic. The GYRFM Kante be beaten. Good, isn't it? I like it. Anyway, there will be a download link for you guys on PC. That will take you over to the FM Scout website, where Gareth has hosted this tactic for you guys to go and take a look. Obviously, the download link will be in there. Go and visit the page, drop him some love. As I said, all his links are in the description as well. For you guys on Xbox or FM Touch, I will be going through things now individually, step by step, so you can replicate this tactic as well. So, sweeper keeper on defend, with the additional instruction of ease off tackle. So you add these in yourself by clicking on the edit button, and then you will press ease off tackles here. In terms of the instructions, guys, regular ones will come listed here. The additional ones will be the ones with the cogs and the red circles next to them. So then he has 3 centre backs. And now this is where you need to pay attention, guys. So the centre back on the right comes with, so it's a central defender, on defend, with shoot less often, dribble less, and hold position. These come as standard, but he has added the additional instruction of stay wider, and he has actually done the same for the left-sided centre back as well. The central defender, or the central one of the 3, is just a central defender on defend, no additional instructions. Now, right and left wing back, are the instructions the same? Yes, they are. So right and left wing back, they are set as wing backs on attack. This is where Reece James will start to dominate. They come with the instructions already of dribble more, run wide with the ball, cross more often, cross from the byline, and get further forward. But the additional instructions that have been put on are tackle harder, sit narrower, and shoot less often. That is the same for both the right and the left wing back. Then you have a deep lying playmaker on support in central midfield. This is the Jorginho kind of player. Shoot less often, take more risks, hold position, and the additional instructions of tackle harder and pass it shorter. Box-to-box midfielder, here is your N'Golo Kante. He is a box-to-box midfielder. He is not a defensive midfielder. Box-to-box midfielder, roaming from position with the additional instruction of tackle harder. On the right-hand side, the inverted winger. This is the Kai Havertz from the Champions League final. Inverted winger on attack, dribble more, cut inside with the ball, and get further forward, and the additional instruction of tackle harder. On the left-hand side, you have an inside forward on support. Dribble more, cut inside with the ball, take more risk, cross less often are the ones that come with the instructions. And then the additional ones are tackle harder and more direct passes. Then finishing things up top is a advanced forward with the additional instructions of more direct passes and tackle harder. This is a positive mentality tactic. This is what I run as well. I run a positive mentality, and this is the setup for in possession. If you guys need to pause the video at any stage to take a look at these instructions, please definitely do so to make sure you get them completely correct. Fairly wide attacking width, passing into space, playing out of defense, standard passing directness, extremely high tempo, running at defense and being more expressive, and low crosses into the final third. In terms of in transition, counter press, counter when the possession has been won, and take shorter kicks. Out of possession, you are going to be having a much higher line of engagement, a higher defensive line, forcing opposition outside, obviously where you're going to have decent numbers with the wing backs sitting narrow and the centre backs moving out. You're going to dominate those areas a little bit better. Extremely urgent pressing intensity and preventing short goalkeeper distribution. So guys, that is the tactic. This is what it's done. It's won absolutely everything. Champions Leagues galore, league titles for certain. Also works in the lower leagues. We've tried it with Bristol Rovers. He managed to get a team that finished bottom of League One to finish top of League One just using this tactic. Unbelievable stuff. But that is where I'm going to leave things for today, guys. As I said, Gareth's links are down in the description. Head down there, drop him a follow on Twitter and Twitch, and show him some love and join his Discord as well. I'm sure he would really appreciate that. If you are new to my channel, if you've come over from the link on FM Scout, thank you very much. I do appreciate it. Drop a like on today's video. Subscribe if you are new around here for daily Football Manager content. Until next time, guys, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you on another one very, very soon.